Hello, this is Thomas, K4SWL. If you're new here, I like to do real-time, real-life amateur radio field activation videos. And today I'm at Carolina Beach State Park here on the coast of North Carolina. And this right here is the Intracoastal Waterway, I believe. Yes, it is. And looking forward to doing a quick little park activation. I'd like to start by thanking my Patreon and Coffee Fund supporters. You guys are amazing and make all this possible, all this good radio goodness I get to do. And we're down here for a few days to hang in the area while my daughters are off to some university programs for a week. And my wife and I have a little time, and she's actually here with me. She's not going to be on camera. She doesn't really care to do that. She's kind of like me, I guess. I'm not in front of the camera a whole lot, but she's doing a little painting while I'll do a little activating. And we didn't pick a place right up here. We wanted something in the shade. And let me tell you why, because basically it is 93 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Insanely humid. And just overall kind of just hot and muggy. But it's beautiful. I love the sound of the insects here. It reminds me a little bit of where I grew up, actually, with cicadas and katydids. It's really nice. So this is the picnic area at Carolina Beach. I think it gets a lot of use. I've seen a lot of trash lying around. I'm going to put on my nitrile gloves before we leave and pick up some things and dispose of them. But it's a nice little facility. So it's not a huge park over here, but it's pretty amazing that in a park like this, in an area where land is in high demand, it's a vacation area, that they even have state parks right here that we can all enjoy. So my friends Bob and Alana, actually subscribers here on the channel and contributors to QRPer.com. One day I went to Tuttle Educational State Forest, had my ICOM IC705 on their picnic table, and it was a really, really messy table. And all of a sudden, one day I got a parcel, and it had this tablecloth, a whisk, and a little dustpan in it. And Bob said that his wife Alana, who was watching one of my videos with him, said that she was appalled I would take my really nice IC705 and put it on a table that was so messy. And it was really messy. It was really messy. Well, this table is kind of messy too. So my wife and I put this down today, and we thought it was actually really nice. So thanks a lot, Bob and Alana. Really appreciate that. It's going to make for a nice, like, proper picnic table setting here. So, okay, so I've actually set up the radio already. I'll show you that in a second. What I want to do first is get this antenna deployed. I'm going to look around the trees here real quick and see what makes sense. I haven't really had a chance to do that yet. I'm going to use my Pactena 9-to-1. So I really could use almost anything as a tree branch. It does not have to be super high. But golly, I'm looking at these branches now, and they're pretty high. If I shoot a line through that one right there, pretty much anything it catches is going to work just fine. So I think that's what I'll do. But I may approach it from the other side over there and run it from there, unless I want to run it into this tree. But that's actually not as high as it probably looks in the camera. There's that one. That one's really high. I don't know if I could easily get that one. So yeah, we're gonna go right here, and I'm gonna give this a go. I'll set up the camera so you can hopefully watch this. If my wireless mics are working properly, you'll hear me. Okay, let's set this guy down. I've got to keep the tripod kind of close to the ground, because at the end of the day, it's actually kind of breezy out here. These mics do a pretty good job of cloaking that. But so I'm going to be off camera here just a second and grab my throw line real quick. Let's see here. What I'm going to do is aim for this tree right here, just between these two branches. This will be very easy to do. I say that. I may not be able to make it work, but we'll try. Let's see. Hopefully I'm in the camera shot still. My wife's nearby to laugh at me if I don't get it right. She'll probably do. I say whenever you're learning to use a throw line, the last thing you should do is learn at your house when your family can watch you from the front window. That's a really bad idea because they'll laugh at you. Yeah, I see a family walking by and I just want to make sure I'm not... Wait just a moment so I'm not launching it while they're around there. They're not that close by, but still. It has kind of really errant throw. There we go, they're out of the way now. Let's get this guy up in the tree. Ooh. You see that? It accidentally... It caught on my... She's not laughing, my wife's not laughing at this. It caught on the little string on my bag. It's fine, I would have been able to get this back down because this weighs enough, it would have pulled itself down, but this worked out fine actually. But the weight hit the ground. Oh, this is up way high. Yeah, I'm good with this. You can laugh all you want, but that worked out, sweetheart. It worked out. Just fine. I'm a professional. I am a professional, you know. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's get this out. So this is my Pactenda 9-to-1 random wire. I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing. It is hot as heck right now. And I have already drenched my clothes this morning because if I haven't published it yet, I activated the battleship North Carolina, which is permanently stationed on the Cape Fear River in Wilmington. And just like a dream come true for me, always loved that battleship. And I got to activate it from inside the radio room. But again, super hot day. And there's no AC 3 decks below the ship. There's no AC in the ship at all, just in the visitor center. And I'm telling you that I really sweated through my stuff. So Mike, who helped me set it up, who is the volunteer in charge of all this, man, I'm so grateful that he stuck it out with me while I did the activation, because it lasted a little while. It was so incredibly fun though, and I'll never forget it. Never forget it. Now, of course, this is a mosquito-y area, and I'm just making sure there's no, making sure there's no, not snow or tangles. Nope, they're not. This is good. I'll pull this up, grab the end of the throw weight, put it on the end of the line here, just to give it a little tension to hold it up. Right at the height I want, which is about right there. That's good. So I'll just fit this through. So this random wire can take me on any band I want to go on. I'm probably going to start up really high right now. It's 4 o'clock. I may start on the 17-meter band just for fun. No clue if it's any good today or not, but we'll find out. This morning, I found out after I was operating, I didn't even think about it until after I had been operating for a while. I didn't do my activation in QRP. I was using the club station, the Azalea Club that runs the Battleship North Carolina radio station. is an ICOM 756 Pro 3. I didn't even think to check the power output until well into the activation. I was like, ooh, I think I'm running more than QRP here, because like nobody runs QRP in a station that's used for special events and things. And yeah, I was running a full 100 watts. But actually, I was going to do that. I was going to turn up the power at some point anyway, because I was operating from inside the battleship, and that's not done daily. It is done a fair amount, but not daily. So I wanted to give some people a chance to work somebody that was actually using a World War II era 20-meter vertical, an original vertical, on the battleship North Carolina. So here we go. Let's get this stuff set up. Now, I was tinkering around earlier. I didn't think to film this. I am experimenting with a new mount that was sent to me from Steve at QRPworks. First of all, this is my tooth-tin cover, which I love so much. And this is a mount that is, it's just a base that I can put like my TP-III on, and it mounts perfectly. Now, this particular cord I have coming out of it is kind of, the plug's kind of long here, so it sticks in the way of this nut, but I've got shorter ones that won't do that. It doesn't really matter. It's on here super securely. Steve gave this to me at Hamvention. I don't know that it's even quite a product yet with QRPworks, but it will be. And I wanted to give it a go and see how it works. It's kind of a neat little system. It attaches to the KX2. When it's all folded up, it's very small. When I finish the activation today, I'll move it and we'll be able to give it a go. I'll show you how quickly it folds up. I said I was going to do 17 meters. Let's start on 17 meters. ATU is on auto. Good. Okay. I need to get my logbook out here and a pencil. I have my thermocell running. Oh, let me take out the other microphone. So we've got mic at the, I'm hearing all this mic noise right now. We've got a mic right here at the radio. Feel something crawling up my leg. Here we go. Just a little bit here. I did announce this, so with any luck, it'll auto spot me. US 2722 Carolina Beach State Park. Today is the 9th of July 2024. This is the KX2 Pactina random wire. And we'll start 17 meters CW. I may move all around the bands just depending on how things go. So let's see. I do not have a circularly polarized filter on this new camera, and I need to get one because I look at it and I know there's a little bit of glare right here. Not a whole lot I can do about that right now. Boy, that's really low power. You know what? I have the power turned down, I'm guessing. Yep, down to 10 or 100 milliwatts. Let's go ahead and put it up to a full 5 watts of power. There we go. Oops, that's 5.2. There we go. Okay. Nope, I want to go for hear speed. There we go. This really works well, I can tell now. I can tell now. Okay, see what time it is. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's make it easy on myself. See if I have a signal here. I bet I do. Yeah. We're in. flat territory, so I'm not surprised I've got a signal right now. Let me check the spots page here real quick. Spots. We'll see if I pop up. It was only 2 calls. Ha! Yeah, it spotted me 2 calls, 12 dB. That's nice. Yeah, we stuck the thermocell underneath the table because I'm thinking that that'll probably do a better job covering us, hopefully. Oh, and I should mention, this is actually a prototype, so probably the production version will be a little different. Some of the components can be a little different, but it's going to be roughly the same platform here. But it's nice, it kind of folds up, the little CW paddle thing folds up, and it's super small. In fact, I had this with the TP-III in a very small pack, or a little bag. I don't know, 17 meters is not sounding very hopeful today, we'll see. My filter also sounds kind of narrow. Don't tell me they're actually in 7 land. That's really... that's strong. Take a few photos while I'm thinking about it. I started to change somehow and I need to turn that off. I wanted to adjust the filter. There we go. How do I turn off a chain? The person can't hear me. That's it. They're literally right on my frequency too, where I was. Gotcha. Gotcha. I suspect that other person just couldn't hear me at first when they started calling CQ. Let's see if that kept the chain. Hopefully it didn't. I'll check the spots here real quick and see where people are. And maybe I can chase a little bit before I go down to the 20-meter band. It's 40 meters, 20 meters, 20 meters, 20 meters, 20 meters. Ooh, 21 meters. Let's try it. Thought I heard somebody there. Okay, we'll move up to the 21 meter band just to see if we can hear 21038. Not hearing anything there. No, not hearing anybody there. That's somebody in Oregon, NA7EE. Looks like I just need to move down to the 20 meter band, where it looks like a lot of the action is right now. Is there somebody on frequency? Sounds like somebody there. Just checking real quick to see if anybody's on 62.5 in the POTA database here. No. And I'm not hearing anybody that's heard like a beep and a beep. 20 meters CW. That wasn't very good. Let's try it again. I'm just hearing like a beep every so often, not a... I don't know what that is. You know, I'll move off. I don't want to... find out later on that I'm just hearing like a part of a QSO or something. I actually wanted to retune, I think. What I love about this is it's rock solid. There's no moving around. I actually like having the key at this position. I'll take a picture of this key. It's a very photogenic key anyway. The TP-III, Bamatech, really nice little key. They're not a cheap key. You buy these from a little store, mom and pop in Germany, and it just costs a bit. Worked WA0RXR this morning. Very strong signal here. Nice path into Iowa today. there was somebody else calling back, and I don't know. What I did was I called back with his call because somebody may have thought they heard my call or I was calling back to them, but they were so strong I was assuming not. I don't know. I really don't know what that... There we go. Conditions today are not that wonderful. This morning on the ship, I was using a vertical that was like probably 5 stories high where it started, and it was on a World War II battleship, which is an incredible ground plane, sitting in water, and so it worked really well. I think that was something else I was hearing off. I widened my filter and I think I was hearing a little something off the side. It's funny, sometimes after I work somebody like that was a really good, I can't believe you get your signal out here sometimes. It's that hex beam. He was actually in a video recently with Ed, W4EMB, great guy. Got to check out Ed's channel. And Mike was traveling and he went by and stopped in on Ed. I hope he does that with me sometime when he comes to North Carolina. Oh boy, I heard a 0. Oh boy, you are so far down on the noise. I'm 229 on the side. usually what I was going to say is when I work somebody that's really weak, the next station, because I've cranked up the volume or the AF gain, the next station will be super loud. It'll blow my ears out. I just realized my preamp's not on. That'll make a big difference. Preamp really should be on, the KX2 on 20 meters. And somehow that must have gotten knocked off. And I just noticed it. I was looking, I was like, where's my preamp indicator? It's not there. Oh, that's the reason why it's hard for me to crank up the volume high enough. Because I sort of know what it sounds like on the 20 meter band when there's nothing there. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and we got so many more bands we can explore. And we'll go down to 30 next, I think. And you know what? I may hunt, actually, because I've got a few. Take a couple of photos here while I'm thinking about it. I'll pull up my POTA app and just check here for some people. Okay. This will give us kind of good idea. Okay, so it's called QSY. Let's go to 14061. That's W3PYF in Massachusetts. Not hearing much there, but we'll keep listening. That may be a possibility. W0SA in Minnesota. I'm waiting long enough in case they're working someone that's just going a little slower speed, maybe. I'm not hearing anything. I may try back in a second. 53. Okay. Nice to get you in the logs. We'll try 48. 48 is probably not going to work though because that's Kentucky. And somebody on frequency. Okay, let's see here. You're on 48, is that right? Can I hear you now? That's an adjacent signal, because I had it wide. Okay, nope. Let's see, I don't see anybody there. Massachusetts. Massachusetts again. Let's try, oops, who's this? South Carolina, that's way too close. for 20 meters. And a lot of these are kind of stale contacts now, so we're down into the places where they're going to be called QRT. Let's see here. W0SA. What was the other Massachusetts? 57.4. Let's try 57.4 and see. Again, probably not ideal for 20 meters right now. Seemed like 20 meters was really... Actually, I got New York, but it's kind of going out to the Midwest today. All the zero stations were getting me. Okay, we can try 45. California. These are old again. Okay, I need a quicker way to check my spot sometimes. 44.9. That was somebody that they were working. We'll try 37. Nobody there. Okay, let's move to the 30-meter band. And the only 30-meter station I saw was somebody in, like, what was it, Lithuania? I can't remember. They're not going to be on 30 meters for me. That's not the right time of day for that. I don't know if there is a right time of day for Lithuania on 30 meters. I'd love to work Lithuania on 30 meters, though. Okay. Get our match there. Listen here. There we go. We'll see if 30 meter trace is okay. Oh, I did that. So what it did, when I hit filter, when the memory key was going, it's telling it to chain it with my number 2 memory, which is my SOTA call, which doesn't make sense. I never think to stop it, then hit filter. There we go. We always give a shout out to each other's dog. This is Alan Wilkie. This dog Sophie. CW2. This is Eric. Ryan. Got some fading there into Pennsylvania. I'm going to see if the preamp would help me with some of the weaker signals here on 30. Okay, is that right? Okay. Oh, into AF. There we go. I've had this is like a family reunion here, all these friends. check the spots again real quick and see if there's anybody else around here. If there's any new spots, let me have this thing force a reload. do not think I'm going to hear OE5POP this time of day. We'll give it a go though. So here's my calling him. I can almost hear that OE5 station, but what kind of path there is into Belgium right now. He's not blowing me up, me. He's having a hard time copying him. He's going to have a really hard time copying me. I'll try. It's very, very, very weak. Oh, you know what I'll do too if I got it? I'll move it up to 10 watts. I had a really hard time copying an OE6 station this morning. I said OE. I think OE5 is actually in Austria. Sorry, I said Belgium, didn't I? He's getting in 559. I don't think there's any way I'm gonna... Oh no, he's still going. so far down the noise. No, I don't think he can hear me. No, okay, can't hear me. That's okay. We'll move off, give somebody else a chance to... Oh, it's not like I'm blowing them out, right? Okay, let's see. Anybody else? Oregon, we can try 32 again, 32.1. Oh, I've got it on. I need to change my rate. I think we're about done here. I'm just going to check it really quickly. Oh, that's 18 minutes old, too. Let's get back up to the top. These are probably some people that are no longer on there because it hasn't been spotted. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot of us out here right now. Let's see if 61 point... super quiet. Yeah, I think we're done here. Okay, yeah, so I don't need to call QRT, I'm already done there, and I'm really pleased with this, actually. It's turned into a really nice activation. Let's see, please tell me that I marked when I went back to 20 meters, and I didn't mark when I went back to 20 meters. I'll have to go back into my logs and figure that out. Let me have to go back into the video and figure that out. I'm not sure who is probably right here. I don't know. Check video 20 meter change. It was somewhere up in here, I think. We'll find out. Okay, that happens. It happens. Especially when I go off and hunt. I never think to really mark it down. But this was fantastic. Let me take some pictures of my logs here real quick. I'm getting hungry. It's not even dinner time yet. Actually, it's not far from it. This ended up being a really pleasant little activation. Maybe it meant SW. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, QSB. Gotcha. Okay, it's a little confusing with all those twos. Yeah, I hear you. There's some QR in here. Nice to know he's QRP too. Great. Okay, cool. That was nice. That was a little unexpected thing, a little add-on. Glad that you just happened to be calling CQ right there. Okay, here we go. Let's pack up stuff now. Let me show you how this packs up. Super easy. So this right here is just magnetically attached. Pull that off. This unscrews. These are captive, so they will not fall off. They're spring-loaded and captive. Now, this little kit, when he produces it, when Steve produces this thing, it's actually, you know what, I'm just going to leave this on here like this. It'll fit in there just fine. You have to have this other little leg, because you need a tall leg in order for this to fit properly. So it has the tall and the small leg on here now. So use either one. I actually like the higher, the more angled angle on this thing. So let's put this in here. There we go. And I'll put my keys separately, actually. Got a nice little key bag here. I'll find a better way to keep this. This is really solid. I like this. When Steve produces this, now hopefully he'll have this by the time I do this activation video, because I'm going to use this more. So you can buy one of these if you want to. I have no clue what the price is. This is completely a prototype he gave me at Hamvention, and this is the first time I've gotten a chance to go out and really use it. I haven't been doing a lot of activations lately. We've had such a busy life. I just haven't had as many going on. And I've had other things I've also been working on, including testing the X6100 and just everything. I've had a lot going on. Let me take another picture of this, because I don't know if I did I add that when I did my log photos? Here we go. Okay. And so it's nice to get this out. This works beautifully though. Holds the key nice and solid. Really simple attachment. I'm sure it worked for the SP4 as well. We're using SP4 on there. I'm just stuffing this little pocket now at the top of this bag. Sorry, you can't even see this, but this is my GoRite GR1. I use this all the time. It's a little puffy up here, but I'm going to redo the bag when I get home. Got my full KX2 kit there. Let me put my phone up. Battery is about dead on that guy right now. Let's go get the antenna. Before I forget about it, I'll also take a photo of the antenna. I'll remember what this was. A little Pactenna. I love this antenna. My buddy George, KJ6VU, runs Pactenna. And I think they've had more stock. Actually, George and Mark, N6MTS. They both run Pactenna. I think Mark's more or less the logistics guy, the shipping guy. Mark has his own company called Halibut Electronics. The rest of this, here we go. And yeah, Pactenna is a good antenna, and it served me well today. I was thinking today I would be hopping around the bands, and I did, so that was actually a really good fit for today. Again, Bob, Alana, thank you. I'll be using this tablecloth when I'm in areas that have dirty picnic tables, which actually is not uncommon. Those of you who do POTA a lot know that. Let's put up the Pactenna first. What I'm going to do is, one of my golden rules, do not go straight underneath a tree when you roll up the antenna, because that was pretty much vertical right there. you want to position yourself a little further away so that in case you knock down some old branch or something. This is a very live tree here. I don't see anything like that here, but you just don't want it to fall on your head. Because you can dislodge stuff when you're pulling an antenna out, or putting a little tension on that line. You can do that. Usually there are things that would follow the tree anyway, but you just don't want it to fall on your head. You don't want this to be a dangerous thing. POTA. POTA should be just fine. There we go. Let's pull that guy off. Oh no! The end of this. I'm gonna have to resolder this. I need another little banana plug here. Oh well, that's okay. Let's just go ahead and tie this up. I don't really need to use this, to be honest. I don't really need a counterpoise with this. It uses the shield on my coax as a counterpoise, but I'll throw it out there anyway because I've had it, but I need to just resolder a new one on. This is about 17 feet of counterpoise. I mean, antennas at the end of the day, these are consumable things. Antennas, coax, things like that. You're going to replace them. You should replace them eventually if you use them a lot. Okay, let's see. Where did I put... There it is. A little Velcro wrap for this. It's really nice. I got to go out and play a little radio. My wife did a little watercoloring. This here. So I got to put up some of my camera stuff as well. So I'll stick this in my pocket. Let's grab the throw line now and put it up. And I can't forget my thermocell underneath the picnic table. I'm saying that so my wife reminds me, because that is hidden away and I could easily forget it. Also, I want to get my nitrile gloves and go around and pick up a little bit of trash. There's a bunch of trash here. But this is like kind of a, it's near the beach. I'm sure lots of people come out here and get a little wild and just drop a bunch of trash. It's probably hard for the park staff to keep up with it. Though today hasn't been very busy at all, has it? And it's actually cooled off slightly. Here underneath the shade around the trees, it's actually pretty pleasant right now. A little bit of wind. It's kept the mosquitoes away from us. Even though I had the thermocell running, it's kept the mosquitoes away. Hopefully. We'll find out tonight. There we go. Put all this stuff up in my pack. Put up the tablecloth. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll sign off here. I'll put up my camera gear, then walk back to the car. Okay, this was fun. It's actually the first time I've ever activated Carolina Beach State Park, to my knowledge. I don't think I've ever activated it before. I say to my knowledge, I don't think I've been in a place where this would have been a twofer. I have done Fort Fisher, I think. I think I activated Fort Fisher. Maybe that was, you know what, that may have been during National Parks on the Air. I bet you it was. I bet you that was during National Parks on the Air, not during POTA. I honestly can't remember. I need to go back and look at my stats. It's been a few years. Anyway, thank you so very much for joining me today. And I hope you have a little time to go out and play radio outdoors too. This is really nice. This is what I live for right here. It's just so nice to go out in a nice peaceful place, listening to the insects, the birds, and playing a little radio. So those dulcet tones of the key spreading a little Morse code happiness around. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Take care out there, take care of one another, and be kind to one another. Until next time, 7 twos.